The world is unpredictable, and you never know when your life might come under threat.
It pays to be prepared,
It pays
but not
to be
everyone
prepared,
possesses
but
inbuilt
not
survival
everyone
instinct.
possesses
Can you
inbuilt
defeat these 10
survival
riddles that you
instincts?
must solve to stay
Can
alive?
you defeat
Let's find
these
out.
10 riddles that you must solve to stay alive? Let's find out.
Above water.
10.
Imagine you're
Head
trapped in a room
above
and it's
water.
slowly filling with water.
It's not
You've
only
checked
the
everywhere and
coldness
there's no
of the
way to
water
turn off the
making
water
you
or to make an
squeal,
escape.
but the
And you can feel
knowledge
the
that
water
help
level
is
rising
5
with every
minutes
passing
away,
second.
and you
It's not only the
only
coldness
have
of the
2
water
minutes
making
or
you
so
squeal,
until
but the
the
knowledge that
entire
help is
room
5
is
minutes
flooded.
away and
There's
you only
no
have 2
way
minutes
you
or
can
so
hold
until the
your breath
entire
for
room is
3
flooded.
minutes.
There's no
You
way you
do,
can hold your breath
however,
for 3
have a
minutes.
straw,
You do,
a
however,
rope,
have
and
a
a
straw,
bucket,
a rope,
and
and
one
a
of
bucket,
them has
and
the
one of them
power
has
to
the power to buy you time and save your life. Which item is it?
Be quick.
You only have 10 seconds to come up with a plan.
Now, maybe you could use the straw like a snorkel, but that won't be helpful once the water reaches the ceiling. The rope would be useful in
Now,
so
maybe you could
many
use the
other
straw like
life
a
or death
snorkel, but that won't be
situations,
helpful
but
once the water
sorry,
reaches
it's
the
no
ceiling.
good to
The
you
rope
right
would be
now.
useful in so many
It's
other life or
actually
death
the bucket
situations,
that
but
will
sorry,
buy you
it's
a
no
little
good to you
extra
right now.
time
It's
until
actually
help
the bucket
arrives.
that will buy you a
Turn
little
it
extra
upside
time until
down,
help arrives.
put it over
Turn
your
it upside
head,
down,
and you'll
put
have
it
an
over
air
your head,
bubble
and you'll have
that'll
an
give
air
you
bubble
the
that'll
extra
give you the
minutes
extra
you
minutes
need until help
help
arrives.
The parachute.
9. A faulty
Now you decide
parachute.
to do a group skydive.
Now you decide to do a
celebrate not
group
drowning.
skydive to
Because
celebrate
why not?
not
As
drowning.
you leap from
Because
the plane,
why not?
you feel like you're truly
As you
flying.
leap from the
You're more
plane,
alive than ever.
you feel
not
like you're
for long,
truly
though.
flying.
Your bad
and you're
luck
more
continues,
alive than
and
ever.
your parachute
Not
doesn't
for long,
open.
though.
You're plummeting
Your
from the
bad luck
sky at an
continues,
alarming
and your
rate.
parachute
And as you
doesn't
spin out of
open.
control, you
You're
see the
plummeting
hard
from
ground
the
below
sky at an
rushing your
alarming
back.
rate.
How are you
And
going
as
to
you
get out
spin
of
out
this
of control,
predicament?
you
Are
see
you
the
going to curl
hard
into a
ground
ball to
below
protect
rushing
your
up
head
at
and
you?
your internal organs
How
from
are
the
you
impact?
going to get
Will you
out of
put
this
your
predicament?
faith in the reserve
Are you going to
parachute,
curl
or will
into
you
a
try
ball
and
to
maneuver
protect
to
your
another
head and your
skydiver
internal
and cling on
organs
to
from
them?
the impact?
Be quick.
Will you put
only
your
have
faith
10
in the
seconds
reserve
until
parachute?
It's too late to
Or
save
will you
yourself.
try and maneuver to another skydiver and cling on to them? Be quick. You only have 10 seconds until it's too late to save yourself. The answer to your problem is clear. The reserve parachute is the only thing guaranteed to save your life. Curling up into a ball might minimize damage, but it also might not. And as for clinging to another skydiver, you'll get them killed too.
Death. Back on land, you're out for a stroll in the great
Back on land,
outdoors.
you're out
It's a
for a
beautiful
stroll in
sunny
the
day
great
and you're
outdoors.
whistling as
It's
you
a
walk.
beautiful
You're
sunny day,
daydreaming
and you're
about what
whistling
you'll
as
have
you
for
walk.
lunch once you get back to
You're
your campsite.
daydreaming about
So
what you'll
much
have
so
for
that you
lunch
don't
once you
notice
get back
the
to your
huge
campsite.
brown bear standing
So
a
much
few
so
meters
that
in
you
front
don't
of you.
notice
A
the
wave of
huge
panic
brown
washes
bear
over you as the
standing
bear
a
looks
few
into your
meters in
eyes
front
and
of you.
growls.
A
What
wave
will
of
you do
panic
to
washes
escape the
over you
paws of
as the
death?
bear looks
Should you
into
stand
your
your
eyes
ground and try to
growls?
scare it off? Maybe
What
you
will
can
you
go
do
the
to
Dr.
escape the
Dolittle route
paws
and
of
befriend
death?
it.
Should you
run
stand your
away as
ground and
fast as
try
you
to scare it
can,
off?
or should you drop to
Maybe
the
you
ground
can go
and
the
play
Dr.
dead?
Dolittle
The bear
route
is
and befriend
approaching.
it.
Make your
Should you
decision.
run away as fast as you can? Or should you drop to the ground and play dead? The bear is approaching. Make your decision. Standing your ground might work with a black bear, as they're much
Standing
less
your ground
territorial
might
or
work with a
aggressive.
black bear,
But a
as they're
brown
much
bear
less
won't back
territorial
down
or
to a
aggressive.
tiny
But a
human
brown
like
bear
you.
won't back
Running
down to
away
a tiny
or
human
befriending
like
a bear
you. Running
isn't
away
a
or
wise move,
befriending a
no
bear
matter the
isn't
type.
a wise move,
With a
no
brown bear
matter the
attack,
type.
your
With a
only
brown bear
option
attack,
is to
your
drop
only
to the
option is
ground
to
with
drop
your
to the
knees
ground
to your
with
chin
knees to
and your
chin
hands
and your
protecting your neck.
your neck.
When it sees you're not a threat, it will walk away. Hopefully. 7. Deadly
Sadly,
venom.
Your animal troubles
Sadly,
are far
your
from
animal
over.
troubles
And
are
on another
far
one of your
from over.
eventful strolls,
And
you
on
get
another
bitten
one
by
of your
a
eventful
venomous snake.
strolls,
The
you
bite
get
is on
bitten
your
by
lower
a
leg, and
venomous
there's nobody
snake.
around to help. What are
The
you
bite
going to
is on
do
your
to get
lower
yourself
leg,
out of
and
this
there's nobody
mess?
around to
You could try
help.
to suck the
What are
venom
you
out
gonna
if you're
do to get
flexible
yourself
enough.
out of this
Or
mess?
maybe it would be better
You
to
can
sit
try to
still
suck
and
the
apply
venom
a
out if
tourniquet
you're
to the
flexible
bitten
enough.
leg.
Or
Perhaps
maybe it
washing
would
the
be
bite
better
with
to
clean
sit
water
still
and
and apply a
bandage will
tourniquet to
help
the
you
bitten
avoid certain
leg.
death.
Perhaps
Think fast.
washing
The
the
venom
bite
will
with
kill you
clean
if you
water
don't
and
find a way
applying
to
a
stop it.
bandage will help you avoid certain death. Think fast. The venom will kill you if you don't find a way to stop it. The first option might be tempting if you've been practicing yoga and are super bendy.
The first option
But
might
do
be
you
tempting
really want
if you've been
venom in your
practicing
mouth when it
yoga
can
and are
seep into
super
your
bendy.
bloodstream
But
from
do you
tiny
really want
cuts in your
venom
gums?
mouth when it
I
can
don't
seep
think
into
so.
your bloodstream from tiny
Washing your
cuts in your
wound is
gums?
no good
I don't
either.
think so.
It won't
Washing
stop
your
the
wound
venom
is
that's
no good
already
either.
inside
It
you.
won't stop the
Your
venom that's
only
already
option
inside
is
you.
to sit
Your only
still,
option is
keep
to
calm,
sit still
to
and
stop
keep
your
calm
blood
to stop your
pumping,
blood
and to
pumping,
apply
and
a
to apply a
tourniquet to block the venom from getting into the rest of your body.
Professor Evil's puzzle.
Professor
Animals aren't the
Evil's
only threat to
puzzle.
your life, as you find out
Animals
when
aren't the
you're
only
captured by
threat to your
Professor
life,
Evil.
as you find
Luckily,
out
the
when you're
professor's feeling
captured by
generous and gives
Professor
you one
Evil.
opportunity to
Luckily,
get free.
the
Don't mess it up.
professor's
He gives you
feeling
3 doors to
generous
choose
and
from.
gives you
2
one
lead to freedom,
opportunity
but the
to
other
get
leads
free.
to death, and you can
Don't
only ask
mess
one
it up.
yes or no question
He
before
gives
making
you
your
3
choice.
doors to
Professor
choose
Evil will
from.
answer the
2
question
lead to
honestly if you
freedom,
point to
but
a
the
freedom
other
door,
leads to
but
death,
might lie if
and
you
you
point
can
to the
only
death door.
ask
What's your
one
question
yes
going
or
to be?
no
You
question
better
before
decide
making
quickly.
your
Professor
choice.
Evil isn't known for his
Professor
patience.
Evil will answer the question honestly if you point to a freedom door, but might lie if you point to the death door. What's your question going to be?
Your
You'd
only
better
hope is to
decide
point to door
quickly.
A and ask
Professor
if door
Evil
B leads
isn't
to
known
freedom.
for his
If he
patience.
says yes, pick
Your
door B.
only hope
And
is
if the
to
answer is
point to
no,
door
choose
A
door C.
and
Don't
ask
get
if
it?
door
This
B
drawing
leads
shows you
to
how my
freedom.
solution works.
If he says yes, pick door B. If the answer is no, choose door C. Don't get it? This drawing shows you how my solution works.
Mother Nature's
5.
revenge.
Mother Nature's
yes,
revenge.
you've got yourself into
Yes,
more trouble.
you've got yourself
But this
into
time
more
it's Mother
trouble.
Nature
But
that's
this
after
time
you.
it's
You're taking
Mother
a
Nature
leisurely
that's
drive,
after you.
presumably to avoid
You're taking a
strolling after all your
leisurely
trouble with
drive,
deadly
presumably
animals.
to
And you've
avoid
stopped
strolling
to,
after all your
relieve
trouble with
yourself
deadly
in a field
animals.
by the side of the
And
road.
you've stopped to
Just
relieve
then, the
yourself
weather
in a
turns
field
dark
by
and
the side of the
stormy, and
road.
a tornado touches
Just
down
then,
scarily
the weather
close to
turns
you.
dark
There's
and
no
stormy,
shelter.
and
How
a
are you going to
tornado
get out of
touches
this town?
down scarily
Maybe you could
close to
climb
you.
a tree and take
There's
shelter
no
under
shelter.
the leafy branches.
How are you going to
Should
get
you
out of
find
this
a ditch in the
tangle?
field and curl
Maybe
up in
you
it?
could climb a
Or should
tree
you make
and
a
take
dash for your
shelter
car
under
and
the
hope
leafy
that you get to it
branches?
before the tornado
Should you
does?
find a ditch
Hurry
in the
up, you've got
field
10
and curl up
seconds
in
until
it?
it sweeps you
Or
up.
should you make a dash for your car and hope that you get to it before the tornado does? Hurry up! You've got 10 seconds until it sweeps you up. Climbing a tree wouldn't do you much good. How are you planning to hang on if the tornado hits it?
Running for your car is too risky, and even if you make it, the tornado could still catch you and pick you up, vehicle and all. Get into the ditch and make yourself as small as possible.
Get into the
If the
ditch
tornado
and make
passes
yourself
over you,
as
it might not
small
be
as
able to
possible.
lift you from your hiding place.
Honestly, though, it serves you right for relieving yourself outside in the first place.
Of terror. It's a quiet weekend, so you've decided to go exploring in a local cave.
So you've decided to go
Someone with as
exploring
much
in a
bad
local
luck as you
cave.
really shouldn't
Someone
be
with
doing
as
that,
much
but off
bad
you go
luck
anyway.
as you really
Surprise,
shouldn't
surprise,
be doing
the worst
that.
thing imaginable
But off
happens.
you go anyway.
There's a landslide
Surprise,
and your exit is
surprise,
blocked.
the
You
worst
manage to
thing
find 4
imaginable
alternative
happens.
tunnels, but
There's a
conveniently,
landslide,
they
and
all
your
have
exit
signs
is
telling
blocked.
you which dangers
You
lurk
managed to
inside
find
them.
4
You're going to have to
alternative
choose from
tunnels, but
containing
conveniently,
molten lava
they
that
all
burn
have
you
signs
alive,
telling you
another
which
huge
dangers
landslide
lurk
that will
inside
bury
them.
you, poisonous
You're going to
gas
have to
that kills
choose
all
from tunnels
animals
containing
or
molten
thousands of
lava that
deadly
will burn you
spiders.
alive,
Which route will you
another
choose?
huge
Make your
landslide that will
decision.
bury
The
you,
cave could collapse
poisonous
any
gas
second
that
now.
kills all animals, or thousands of deadly spiders. Which route will you choose? Make your decision. The cave could collapse any second now. 3 of the tunnels contain things that will certainly kill humans, but one of them is only dangerous to animals. So long as you're actually a person, if you select the gas-filled tunnel, you'll escape unharmed.
Red and blue pills.
Red and
Imagine
blue
this.
pills.
You're blind,
Imagine
sick,
this.
and you have
You're
nobody
blind,
around to help
sick,
you.
and you have
Or
nobody around
to stay
to help
alive,
you.
you have to take
Or
2
you.
tablets every single
To
day.
stay alive,
A blue
you have to
one
take
and a
2
red one.
tablets
The pills
every
feel,
single day.
smell, and
A blue
taste
one
identical,
and a red
so
one.
there's no way of
The
knowing
pills
which
feel,
is which.
smell,
The
and
doctor
taste
always puts the
identical,
pills in a
so
daily
there's
pill
no way
box
of
for you,
knowing
but
which
one
is
day
which.
you slip and
The
drop the
doctor
box,
always puts
mixing
the
up the
pills
2
in
of
a
the
daily
days.
pill box
Oh,
for you.
no.
But one
You
day
need
you
to take the
slip
pills
and
today,
drop
and
the
the
box,
doctor can't get to
mixing
you
up
until
the 2 of the
tomorrow.
days.
How are you going to figure out which of the 4
You need to
drop
take
pills
the
you
pills
should take?
today, and the doctor can't get to you until tomorrow. How are you going to figure out which of the 4 dropped pills you should take? The only way to do it is to break all 4 pills into halves. Then put half of each one into 2 separate piles. In the end, you'll have 2 piles containing 4 halves, which guarantees that you'll take the right dose.
The Inferno.
Deadly Inferno.
No. You're trapped in another room.
This time it's on fire.
How do you get yourself into this
How do you get yourself into
The
these
fire is blazing between you and the door,
The fire is blazing between you and the door, and there's no other way of escaping the Inferno. Firefighters are on their way.
You consider your options.
Figure out how to stay safe until they arrive.
You consider your options. You
could get on the ground and stay as low as possible, or you could stand on a chair to get close to the ceiling.
Or you could hide under
take your clothes off to stay cool and possibly give the firefighters a fright, or you could hide under a desk. Which will you do? Quick, quick! The smoke is getting thicker by the minute. Firstly, getting on top of a chair is a terrible idea. Smoke and heat both rise, so you wouldn't stand a chance up there. Taking your clothes off will expose your skin to the heat, which is not what you want for your delicate parts. And getting under a desk won't really help you much. Your only choice is to get as low to the floor as possible, so you don't suffocate from the smoke, and just wait until help comes. 1. 4 rooms of fear. Congratulations, you've made it to my final conundrum. You're condemned to death for crimes too terrible to speak of, and your cruel and unusual executioner gives you the choice between 4 tanks, which you'll enter from the top, in which you'll meet your fate. The first room contains a vat full of acid as deep as your chest. The second is full of bloodthirsty murderers ready to kill. The third is blazing with raging fires, and the fourth contains a pool full of bloodthirsty sharks that haven't eaten in 6 months. Which horrifying fate do you choose? Every room sounds terrifying beyond belief, but if I was you, I'd go for the shark-infested waters. After all, if the sharks haven't eaten for 6 months, they'd all be dead and no danger to you at all. Congratulations, you survived my 10 deadly riddles. Did you solve them all? Let me know in the comments section down below, and thanks for watching. Until the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep, mysterious, and inspiring content every week.